exactly. And you said you have been wanting to do this film for 15 years.
Mm.
What exactly in Värmland makes you want to make a film like that?
It's been an obsession for me because every time they make something like this, or all Swedish films, they are talking sort of actually about dialect. They're talking rikssvenska or traditional Swedish. It's set in Stockholm or something, and I wanted to sort of do something different. You know, like they do in America when they make movies set in Texas or something. That's sort of one part of it, but so also it's so hard to make this. I always dreamed of make monster movies set at home. You know, a place I relate to. It's been an obsession. So, and also I like the story about the old man, which also pushes forward.
It was like Petson and Findus.
Yeah, yeah.
Petson and Findus without a cat.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of scenes and stuff in this film is taken directly from my own life. So I had an old man living as neighbor who I used to harass, and all of those stuff the boy is doing to the old man are the things I did as a kid to my neighbors. Putting paint on the clothes and playing a guitar, but I had a friend with me then, disturbing him in the morning and stuff.
And the string with the wallet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So it's basically your home life, only with monsters.
Yeah, but the thing is, if it's autobiographical in that way, that I used to pretend to be chased by monsters as a kid, so, so maybe that kid in the movie is me, and now I'm a hermit.
Anyway, it was great to see you. Film it.
You did not have a one-armed actor, had you?
No.
No.
He's hiding his arm behind his back. So, yeah, it smells like shit though. Like sort of like a navelludd. So that's why he's gonna be sitting in the back of the car, you know.
I know that Värmland is close to Norway, and apparently you have some Norwegian characters in
Yes. The Henrik Sjöman, the big guy who paints himself black.
with Norwegian paint.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, Norway is oil. And he finds oil paint, so he gets some superpowers in his ego. So, his character is sort of... vad fan säger man igen? När man är halvnorsk. Svorsk. He's svorsk.
Samma i Norway.
He's part Swedish Norwegian. So.
Swask.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a new word. I didn't know that.
But it's pretty common you meet people who are svorsk or Norwegians coming over. We're at the border.
The ones who couldn't cut it in the oil industry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's my next movie.
Yeah.
By Gorilla in the oil industry. Yeah.
They drill down.
Mm?
They drill down and meet
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, exactly. I talked to you about that. See? Everyone can relate to this.
Yeah.
I don't even need to speak it out.
So you're going to a German film festival.
Mm?
Weekend of Hell!
Weekend of Hell.
Weekend of Hell. It's...
Tomorrow.
Yes. And this horrible subtitle. God. A lot of the jokes and some of the things were not exactly correct. So I'm going to talk to Jonas about that.
The timing was off on some of the...
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I just got the file before I came here and I just slapped it on and had no time to read it through. So, and some of the jokes, you know, I wanted to say you gotta have some dick or something, not just cock. Sounds so proper.
Gotta have some cock.
Mm. Yeah. So.
But don't do people in Värmland play a lot of rugby?
Yes, in Karlstad. We have Karlstad Rugby and also American football, Karlstad Crusaders.
Of course, I noticed that the ball was an American football,
Yes,
not a rugby
yes.
ball.
Yes, it's wrong type of ball actually. And they are stupid.
Rednecks.
So blame the characters in the film. They can't play rugby, they have no clue. And probably not coach either.
Your movie looks like a movie because I've noticed with a lot of like amateur movies, they don't put I don't, it's some sort of color filter or something when you render the movie, so it looks like a movie, or at least like a movie, the traditional movie that is shown in the cinema. Like so the colors are not all washed out. So I'll give you some pointers for that.
Yeah,
That's a mistake. A lot of like amateur. I don't know if it's a mistake, but it makes your movie look more amateurish if it's not there.
yeah.
I don't know why a lot of it must be easy. I think in whatever editing program you have, I think it must be easy to just add the filter or something like that. But a lot of people don't do it.
I put a lot of work on just post-production and grading, and I'm still working on it. I'm not happy with all the shots yet, matching up and stuff. And I shot the movie with this camera. It is the cheapest Nikon D3100 I could afford, and some lenses. And I put some film LUTs.
So it's digital.
It's digital, yes.
Right.
And then I put LUTs on top of the photography is really good either way. But I think also when you're shooting on digital, it's good to not be too far away, because the more information you get in the frame, the more digital it looks to begin with. But I put different filters on just to make it look like film.
Yeah, that's
So,
great.
so thank you. And I learned a lot about it on music videos and commercials I've been doing, just shooting on digital and making it look proper. So, like the music video I did with you,
Yeah.
where a drugged out.
Yeah. A junkie going cold turkey.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
in Train Spotting.
Yeah, I put like 47 filters on top of that video before it was done.
That was fun.
Det var kul.
So the world premiere was in Mexico City. In
Yeah,
October.
with this film, yes.
Yeah. So no one.
So this
we
is
didn't-
Nordic.
Yeah, we didn't go there.
No. They came here.
Well, we've shown some Mexican films down here from the golden age back in the 50s. La Llorona, the crying woman. It was great. Also, Mexicans know their shit about horror movies.
Yeah, like Guillermo del Toro and Kronos.
Yeah,
It's a classic.
we've screened them as well.
Del Toro is Spanish though, isn't it?
Yeah, he's from Spain. Yeah. Rob Rodriguez is from Mexico and mostly makes action films. So.
Santa Sangre.
Yes, he's
La
fine.
Llorona, den var fed. What are you going to do for the sequel?
Yeah, that's what I have. I have fucking big ideas.
Yeah.
Because this movie is sort of a
He's apparently he's about to make a contact with his ex-wife.
Yes,
And he gets a new dog,
yes.
I hope.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. Maybe.
I hope he gets a cat.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. But this movie is sort of a social commentary also on, I think, about in Värmland, how they're blaming everything on wolves and everything else, you know. I remember where I lived, there were a bunch of cows who died, and they blamed on the wolves. They're gonna go shoot the wolves. It turned out it was mosquitoes who had bitten the cows to die, you know. And I'm thinking a lot about the next movie about sort of not taking care of the forests at all. Sort of blaming, starting forest fires and etc. because more monsters were showing up. And then the good ideas about Hermit getting a new dog and everything. I'm gonna note that down.
Climate,
Yeah, climate. Yes.
climate fiction.
Yeah, and I wanna see a baby Mr. Christers who are like bobbleheads. And
Well, the guy who that was missing from your film, that was the last girl, you know, from Friday the 13th. That's
Oh.
always the last girl who survives.
yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's instead the naked Swarovski guy who gets the scene where his clothes are ripped off and he has to run through the cows. Yeah? That's usually
Last boy.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was funny when Fredrik, who made a lot of the gore effects, I showed him the film. And he said, "Oh shit, that's what the girls usually do," you know. And he runs half naked. So
Yeah. I thought that.
mm. Mm.
Yeah, there was some sort of notes of Deliverance.
Deliverance.
Deliverance, you know the old film with
Yes, yeah.
when a
But Reynolds
sort of fat guy is trying to flee in his underwear.
Yeah. That was actually one of the early ideas I had before we wrote the script. I had some specific ideas, and it was also just a guy losing his pants and running through a field of cows, and the monster going after cows instead. It was one of the first ideas with this, and
Yeah.
also one mean caliber nut rifle. That's been an idea I had for if I at some point make a monster movie set at home, I have to have a elk high up in a tree. So I put this in here. It's sort of random idea I had.
The hunters shoot elks, don't they, in Värmland?
Yeah, but they are to blame for all the wild stock or all the missing elks and wolves, etc. Not the monster, but the elk in the tree is the monster. If it's not Olle who has
It's deep.
it could be a bazooka or something also, because everyone's hiding illegal weapons in Värmland in the sheds. That's pretty realistic, actually.
It was a very great monster movie.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
happy to see it.
Yeah. Thank you very
Say-
much. And thank you
Thanks
all
for
for
coming.
coming. Yeah.
Making this happen.
Oh.
Well, usually it's more.